It was 1985. There is a man on the seashore. He was going with respect to his everyday daily practice at the beacon. He saves a young lady who came from sea, who is the princess of Atlantis. Fundamentally, Atlantis is a gigantic city submerged, from which this young lady has come. They hang out a lot. What's more, step by step begin preferring one another. After some time, they get hitched. A child kid is brought into the world to them after some time. His name is Arthur. He has the force of addressing all sea animals. And that implies, he can talk to all sea animals. Presently we see that Atlantean soldiers come to their home. Their motivation is to return their princess to Atlantis. Since they assault her, along these lines, effectively she needs to leave his family and child. Since the soldiers could have killed them in the event that she hadn't acted the same way. To save their life, she returns with soldiers. Princess confides in one of his exceptional advisor. Thus, she requests that he train Arthur as a gifted warrior, so that he can master battling abilities like us. Arthur has grown up at this point. He is welcome to return to Atlantis. Counselor says, "You're the primary child, and you can possibly become king there." Yet, Arthur won't do as such. Since his mom was killed since she cherished a human and wedded him, furthermore, I am a half-breed child, brought into the world from them. This reason is futile for me. I won't ever return to Atlantis. Furthermore, we see here that a few pirates are stealing from a Russian submarine. What's more, Arthur saves them here. During the battle, the leader of pirates is killed by Arthur. Child of that pioneer, David is additionally present there. At the point when David sees that Arthur, that is Aquaman, killed his dad, he intends to look for vengeance on him. Presently we see another fundamental person whose name is Orm. He will be the king of Atlantis. He is likewise a stepbrother of Arthur, who lives submerged, and that implies he lives in Atlantis. Prior to heading forward, let me vary that Orm lives submerged and Arthur lives on the ground. Orm meets various kings, who live in various urban areas close Atlantis, submerged. Orm tells a king that we ought to go after the upper surface, land, since they are dirtying our sea and spreading contamination. In any case, that king isn't in favor to go after living spaces of land. Yet, that's what he imagines. Assuming more 4 kings support Orm, he'll be entitled as Ocean Master, and that really intends that he'll become commander and his choices will be acknowledged. While they're talking, a Russian submarine comes and goes after them. Here, Orm saves that king, and by seeing this, that king means to help Orm. That king has a little girl named Mira, whose marriage is to be fixed with Orm. In any case, she would rather not wed him. She has just a solitary method for getting away, who is Arthur. That's what she feels. If Arthur comes here, Orm won't become king. She ventured to the upper surface, land, and meets Arthur. She looks for his assistance and backing and requests that he return the water. Also, you're the most seasoned sibling, you get the right of becoming king. However, Arthur denies. After some time, Mira wins his trust. Since Orm sends an immense influx of sea. Furthermore, here, Mira saves Arthur's father. By seeing this, he begins trusting Mira. Furthermore, goes underwater with her. Arthur meets his educator, who has shown him battling methods. Here, he was that warrior, whom his mom trusted the most. They let him know that you've to track down Trident, it has a lot of force and enchantment in it. What's more, in the event that somebody finds it, he'll become king without asking him. Since without this trident, Orm won't ever allow you to turn into a king. He is exceptionally strong, regardless of whether you guarantee it. Subsequent to overcoming him, he won't ever allow you to win. While they're talking, soldiers of Orm's fighters come here also, assault them, and Arthur gets caught. Arthur is introduced to Orm caught in chains. Orm faults him that you're the explanation of my mom's demise, also, you're that queen because hanged to death. Orm is his sibling and says to Arthur that I'm allowing you an opportunity, leave this region for good. What's more, never return the water. Yet, Arthur furiously provokes him to battle. The two of them get into a battle here. Orm has a higher possibility winning since he is in a seagoing territory. To overcome Orm in water is difficult to accept for Arthur. The battle is proceeded and Arthur is going to bite the dust, at the point when Mira comes there and saves Arthur. To track down the harpoon, which they're looking for, they go to the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert was where Trident was made. They find a holographic message there, who demonstrates that they should go to Italy. Furthermore, there they'll find arranges who'll tell the area of Trident. Harpoon is essentially similar to a lance, which has a great deal of supernatural abilities. On the opposite side, we see that Orm meets David. David is the person who was the child of that dead pirate. He needs to get back at the Aquaman. It's additionally uncovered here that Russian submarine, which went after the King of Water, was a consequence of their common trick. It was Orm's arrangement that David will go after the king and he'll save him also, that king will uphold him out of compassion. Orm gives David, most recent Atlantean battle suit that depends on modern technology which must be utilized by aquatic inhabitants. David tests this innovation and becomes cheerful that now he can get payback by killing Arthur. There Orm kills one more king of Kingdom of Fishermen. What's more, urges them to help Orm since King of Kingdom of Fishermen has passed on, so he powers the queen and princess to battle on the cutting edges. He requests that they gather army. We see David here, who changes a cutting edge innovation suite, given by Orm, into superhero suit for him. He names it Black Manta. He turns out to be extremely strong subsequent to wearing this suit. We see that Arthur and Mira are in Italy to track down those directions, at the point when David assaults there. David, Black Manta, and Arthur get into a serious battle there. Finally, Arthur tosses David down the mountains. During the battle, Arthur has gotten harmed. Mira treats his injuries and gives him boldness. She says that you've to become kind and you can't be so sensitive. You need to show boldness like a king. They set out looking for Trident. During the excursion, they face numerous beasts. What's more, crushing them, they arrive at the center of the earth. This is the focal point of the earth. The two of them see their mom interestingly there, who was Queen Atlanta, who has forfeited herself by coming into this trench. Arriving at this trench is equivalent to death. Yet, Queen Atlanta has made do there with next to no damage to her. Furthermore, she was getting by here for quite a while. Presently, Arthur and Mira are likewise there and they embrace one another. This is a close-to-home scene. Presently they are so close to Trident, however Arthur can go alone. Mira or her mother can't follow alongside him. Arthur ventures forward to find Trident and he tracks down this old Trident. In any case, before this, Leviathan assaults him. Fundamentally, he is the guardian of this Trident. Leviathan seems to be a combination of mythical serpent and snake and is tremendous. He says that whoever came here wasn't commendable and I killed every one of them. Arthur, as we learned from the beginning, could speak with ocean creatures. In this way, he converses with him. That snake-winged serpent-like animal asks him that, "Can you hear me?" Nobody had the option to hear me before this. Arthur lets him know his value and claims to be the deserver of this Trident. "I'm worth thus, I ought to manage 7 seas." Finally, Leviathan concurs and Arthur gets that Trident. In the wake of accomplishing Tridents, Arthur's power increments, and his ensemble changes. All kingdoms of the sea are supporting Orm. That is the reason Orm entitles himself as Ocean Master, and that implies that his choices will be done. There, allies of Orm get to know that Arthur has gotten the Trident. The holder of the Trident, as indicated by the standard, will be the genuine king and the sea master. No inquiry will be posed from him. Everybody is educated that Trident is in the organization of Arthur. In any case, Orm blows up and says that, achieving Trident doesn't make any difference, who's bolder and more gifted, he will be the sea master, directing all kingdoms. Yet again Orm and Arthur battle on a submarine. In this battle, Arthur nullifies Orm. Be that as it may, it doesn't kill him all things considered and will in general leave him in one piece. Sovereign Atlanta causes it to show up close to him. At the point when he sees that Arthur saved his mom, he acknowledges his destiny and present himself for arrestment by tolerating his loss. Warriors of Atlantis catch him and remove him. Film arrive at an end.